I'm a messy person, and it's not that I want to be, but every time I do a shoot, I lug everything around in a backpack, and inevitably, it becomes a mess every single time. There's lenses everywhere, there's SD cards everywhere, there's lights everywhere, and I want to fix this. So today is the day that I'm going to organize everything. And hopefully, if you're on the same page, I can help you as well. So the way that I want to do this is by using a foam box, because it's a way to keep your equipment organized, but also protected. Now, if you look online, I think you'll find that most of these foam cases are really expensive. And that's why I've titled this video, How to Organize Your Equipment for Under $100. Because there is no way that I'm going to pay hundreds of dollars to get one of these cases. So I found a case that is reasonably priced, and you can actually get it at Bunnings. And if you're in Australia, you know what this brand is, and if you're outside of Australia, I've attached a link down below to a similar product that I found on Amazon. But for my Aussie people out there, go to any Bunnings store. I think most of them do stock it in store. Anyway, let's start off this video by heading to the local hardware store and picking up this case. So what I found online was a box that has like foam in it, and you can sort of cut out the foam to put the camera equipment in. That means I can actually take the equipment out of the car as well in one go, as well as sort of loading it in, organized into the car. So we're looking, oh, there it is. Okay, it's cool, but it's expensive. There was a cheaper one. There. Alright, that's the one we're looking for. So can we just have a look at one of those?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll just get everything out of the way.
So there's two box sizes, but the main thing that we have to fit in is the gimbal, the camera, and then lenses. I think everything should fit in this one. Okay, so this is the box that we just picked up. And so we're gonna unpack it and see what we're working with first. So it does look like there's layers here, which means we can have sort of different heights for everything that we want to put in here, which is going to be good. So let's try to lay our equipment down this and just see how it works. Okay, so we've got the gimbal here. We've got a phone mount here, because I normally use that for like filming some TikToks and stuff. This is an extension pole for the gimbal. This is the handle thing for the gimbal. This is basically all just gimbal stuff. There's batteries here. I'm going to leave the space for a third battery just in case, so I'll cut a third one out. Got the lens here, and then the camera is going to go here somewhere, and I am going to leave space over here for any more lenses just in case. I was going to put the drone in originally, but it is a Mavic Mini. This is sort of what I use, and as you can see, it's like kind of damaged here. So I don't really want to commit to having a Mavic Mini by putting a slot in here for it. So I think I'll leave the Mavic Mini out, and if anything, I'll maybe put it on like a bottom layer over here and then just fit it underneath all this. But so far, this is the setup. I'm going to get the camera in here and see if it fits. Okay, so I've also got a Rode video mic, which I have to actually fit in here. So there might not even be room for more lenses. So I'm gonna go ahead and trace all this out onto the foam and just get it ready for cutting out. Alright, so all the outlining is done for everything except the gimbal, because that has a lot of variation in the depth, and I just wanted to spend a bit more time on that later when we actually get around to cutting it. So it's all ready to cut out, so I'm going to see how it cuts out with just a really sharp knife. If it doesn't really cut that well, I'm going to use a heated knife, which apparently is a good way to cut foam because it just like sort of melts through it. So we'll start with just a normal knife. Okay, that's the first cutout. When you get this box, if you get this in particular one from Bunnings, you get this. And this is basically, I forgot what it's called, it's like pick and something. But it's got like little squares that are sort of half cut out of this, and then it helps to like line up everything when you cut it out. But the problem with this stuff is that it does tend to fall apart the more you use it, and that's why I did the tracing here. But this level needs to be raised up, so the best thing to do is to do this tracing like I've done here, but actually put this one underneath that one so it's still pressing against the top when you close the lid. So far so good. Everything is fitting in. It looks a little bit messy, but it does all fit in, and it is better than what I had before. So now we're going to fit the gimbal into it, which is probably going to be the hardest one because we've got to fit that plate in it as well, but it's not going to be too much harder than the ones we've already done. So, most of it is done actually. Everything that we've marked out is done, but to get the gimbal in, we needed to remove the plate, the Manfrotto plate. So this has to go in as well as that light over there. So this one I think is pretty simple. I'm thinking of just like putting it in here. It fits in nicely there. Add a little cutout at the bottom here, and then the light can probably just go in a little cut over here. And then it should be done. Okay, it's all done. It looks very satisfying having all the things cut out for it. I am going to put my camera in here and then take a picture with my phone and then show you it on my phone because I've only got the one camera, but it looks nice. Alright, so this is the case with everything in it, all complete, and it looks really, really nice. Now I can take my equipment everywhere in just one suitcase instead of taking around like a floppy backpack with all my stuff just sort of chucked in it.